Welcome to episode 16 of the Dropcast. I'm Matthew Kershort, joined by Carl Shimon.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. We're going to just talk about some news, video games, all the usual stuff. What have you been playing, Kyle?
I've been playing the game off whether or not to shave my pubic hair because I'm reading some amazing tweets about the Jungle Book, basically. I would really recommend reading the Gloss website. It's a magazine for lifestyle. It's riveting. Go on, sorry.
What do you want about shaving pubic hair and reading Jungle Book? Jungle Book's about Mogwai and the weird bear in the forest.
No, this girl's comparing unshaved pubic hair to being, something out of the Jungle Book. And I tend to agree, but she's talking about waxing, so it's interesting. I might try it myself. But video games, the game of life, is all I've been playing recently. I've been reading a lot of MSN articles on how to please your man, because they're really interesting, because... Do you want to go in deep into what I've been reading recently?
No, I think we should just move on. I'm just sat here in silence.
Sure. What did you ask me? Sorry. I
said, what have you been playing?
I've fucking been playing Bloodborne. That brought me down. God. Fuck that game. Am I right? It's
never played it.
It's
It looks fun.
It's not. Don't be lured into it. That's maybe the worst part about it. I don't like playing it at all. And it's upsetting because there's so much cool shit in there. I think if it was a better game, would be, really compelling. But I just don't think that playing it is worth anything, to be honest.
Ironic, because I have a game that's exactly like that for me.
Yeah, it's... I mean, we're going to have a review up soon. I know it's taken me a couple of weeks, but I've reviewed Tukiden, and that was a fucking 50-something hour game. That game is excellent. The review is up on the site now. Bloodborne will be wrapped up soon. I've got like 3 bosses left that are mandatory. I've been doing some optional stuff, because I've been reading a lot about it, because, otherwise I wouldn't know. This is one area, this castle area, and it's completely unique. It's completely different. It's like a snowy castle, unlike anything else in the game, with new enemies as far as I can tell. And you can only get there by going into this woman's room back at the beginning of the game, stealing these summons, then going to this random obelisk in the middle of nowhere that you wouldn't go to. You wouldn't know to go there as far as I can tell, unless you read it somewhere. And it's so accidental, somebody would have to fuck up to do any of this. And it's really, it's an amazing discovery when you do it, and this area is really cool, but yeah, it's fucking such a piece of shit playing game. It's why am I playing this? Why am I spending my time doing it?
Well, I mean, I can hear that you're trying to immerse yourself into the Bloodborne world, because all I can hear is birds crowing out your window.
Can you? That's an issue.
Yes, I can.
Do you want to start re-recording?
No, we'll carry on. It's fine. But, crows are a big part of Bloodborne. I thought you were trying to, become a bird,
Yeah, well, normally they're dead, but these ones are unfortunately alive. I have a lot of birds nesting in, the porch, basically, below my window. Yeah. So I sleep out the front, so... It's a common problem. I didn't realize my windows and vents were open, but there you go. That's life. The game of life. I don't... what else did I play? What else did I play? Oh, I played Dragon Age Inquisition to completion again. I don't know if I told you about that.
Mm-hmm. I've seen you been playing it on Xbox.
Yeah, I've got to play 6 games at once, otherwise I'm not doing enough. So I decided to basically play 40 hours of Dragon Age in a week since the last podcast. So, that was fun. I've just got to where the new DLC starts again, so I'm playing that again. And I don't know, I might write something about it. It's a bit late for review, and I don't know that we're ready to review DLC.
Yeah.
Because that seems weird, but I have some opinions on whether or not that DLC should be where it is. It's a very late game.
Okay.
But, yeah, we'll get back into that at some point. I think that's it for what I have been playing. I will be playing Final Fantasy Type 0 HD very soon. I have that in the post.
Oh, boy.
I bet you can't wait. It was either that or Mortal Kombat X. And,
Mortal Kombat!
I guess we can save a bit of Mortal Kombat to the news, but yeah, I eventually went for Final Fantasy, because they're about the same price.
Wasn't Pat going to play Mortal Kombat and review it?
He is playing it, but he's been so up on his reviews recently, I don't know if we'll ever see a review for it. I don't want to commit to anything for that. Also, I couldn't review it anyway, because my experience with Mortal Kombat is the Injustice series.
Mm.
And that's only one game I've only barely scratched the surface of, so...
I couldn't review it because apparently I can't type reviews, and I hate fighting games, so...
Yeah, well, that's... Maybe you should review it then, a completely different take on the series.
No, I'll pass.
Yeah, I think that's all I've been playing, of note anyway. I played some shitty game called Last Voyage that was like Editor's Choice on the App Store. It's like a puzzle game, where it's all about perspective. And,
You're playing, like, phone games, you filthy casual?
I play phone games every day. Like, that's the
God,
secret thing.
yeah.
I play, like, I always have 2 games at a time on my phone. And recently, I've been playing Dreeps, because that's an alarm game, so you don't really play it. Well, that's still cool. Now I've got a squid thing with me. And I continue to jump in there now again to Midnight Star, which is the first-person shooter we reviewed. It's a really cool game. But yeah, that Last Voyage did not blow me away. Apparently it blew away all the editors at Apple, because it was plastered all over the store for like a week. But it was not all that. There's like an £8 anime, I don't know what game it is, but it's like all Japanese. It looks like Vanquish, basically. And I was going to check it out, but it's £8 on an iPhone game, so... You know, I don't know that I'll go there or not. There's also a £30 game from Konami, some like visual novel dating sim thing, which I really wanted to buy, but it was £30 on the iOS store. So I held back. And it had in-app purchases as well, so there's even more you can pay for it.
Oh, wow.
Which seemed
That's
terrible.
That's more expensive than most of those games on that weird visual novel site we were looking at.
Yeah. Oh, there's nothing weird about... fuck it, it's something gamer. That's a hot site anyway, you kids don't want to go there.
It's got a lot of anime boobs there.
Yeah.
Maybe you do want to go there, I don't know.
Yeah, so what have you been playing then?
What have I been playing? Well, since we're talking about weird anime visual novels, I played another one that came in the Humble Bundle for lovers, whenever it was at Valentine's Day. Jesus, it was a mess. I recorded it, I might upload it, I don't know.
Lovers, which one was it? What was it called? I thought you were playing Roommates.
Yeah,
I saw that
Roommates.
on your profile.
Yep.
Don't
buy that game, people. It's really bad.
I think I own that already. I think.
You bought the bundle too, didn't you?
Sure, yeah.
I bought the bundle
actually.
just for Hatterful Boyfriend, because I really want to play that.
I bought it for the economic dating sim, but that's on that sketchy sex website as well. So maybe I should go on and buy it again for the uncensored version. You
probably should, yeah. But I mean, I played that. I recently just got invited to the Smite Alpha on the Xbox One. I'm really bad at it. I've only played 2 games online and I lost each game with 0 kills and like 8 deaths.
Yeah, so you're not a mobile player then, by
nature?
No,
MOBAs are boring. This is also really boring. It's just hold down right trigger and occasionally press A, B, Y, or X to use an ability when it's not, like, timed out or you have mana. There's no real way to clearly see when you can or can't use these abilities.
Yeah. Is it going to be free to play? It must be.
Yeah, it'll be free to play.
You
can buy skins in there already.
Yeah. But are the characters... Is it like Dota where all the characters are unlocked, or is it like League where you have to... have like a revolving list?
There are like 5 different subclasses of character. Like there's like warrior or mage and stuff like that, and you can buy different characters.
Yeah.
With in-game currency, but you can then buy in-game currency with real money.
Well, that's just how games are now.
Yeah, you only get given 1 of each of the subclasses. You start off, at least in the alpha, you have 5. And they're all pretty shit.
Yeah. I've been meaning to get back into Fractured Space. You know that Space? Big capital ship shooter game where I was playing a while ago. We did a dropping in off. Because that just had a huge update of like, it's now got a store itself. Because that will be free to play. And new ships and stuff. So we might check out that again. That's kind of like a MOBA. In terms of the lanes and stuff. But
yeah. The problem with Smite is apparently, as far as I can tell, there's only 1 map and there's only 1 lane. Like, the little NPC mobs in each side only go up the middle lane.
The creeps.
So, the creeps, yeah. So it's just fighting in 1 lane and the 2 side lanes are pretty much useless. It's really fucking dumb.
See, the 1 map doesn't surprise me because that's just what those games are. It's 1 map that anyone cares about. But
yeah,
weird that nobody uses the side lanes. That seems like it might be broken, I guess. That's bizarre. Oh, is it just because it's meant to be simple?
there's weird like camps that you can kill NPCs to get temporary boosts in, but like the creeps don't go down them, and I mean you can sneak around them, but it's pretty much pointless. There's no like turrets in the side lanes.
Is this like the jungle? Are you a jungler? That's a League of Legends term.
Maybe I don't fucking know. I've only played 2 games online, and I want to uninstall it to free up hard drive space.
I have. But I received a ton of MOBA beta and alpha keys over the weekend, so I have some hot bangers. I can't talk about them because of NDAs, but I can pass you some codes if you're interested.
I think I have a code for one of them you were telling me about.
That was the Heart of the Swarm beta. I think that's open anyway, or closed beta, but I don't think there's an NDA.
So yeah, I've like other than those 2 games of Smite, I've been playing Battlefield 4 because fuck Battlefield Hardline, and I've been playing Deus Ex ever since the Deus Ex Mankind Divided trailer hits, and I fucking love that game. Like the problem with that game is I will always play it up until a certain point, and it's around the airfield level.
Right.
And that's when I started playing it a while ago, and I got to the airfield again, and I was like, I'm going to take a break, and then I stopped playing it. But then, thanks to the new...
Do you mean the original Deus Ex?
Yeah, the original Deus Ex 1.
Yeah.
But then the Deus Ex Mankind Divided trailer hit, and I was like, man, I need to go back and play the entire series, except for Invisible War. So I went back, and I've been playing many, many hours of the original Deus Ex, and I fucking love that game.
Didn't you buy it for me?
I did buy it for you, and you never played it.
I could play it, but it's on the PC, so I'd have to buy a new keyboard. Because my keyboard's too loud. What if I made a video series of me slagging off Deus Ex? What then?
At least you'd be playing it. I don't know why you don't play Deus. I mean, the problem with the original Deus Ex is it's very old. It definitely does hold up if you play it again. Like, the mechanics in the game are solid, and even playing it through it, countless times, I can still enjoy it.
Yeah.
But of course, it looks like shit unless you install a graphics mod.
Well, I don't mind about shit-looking games, Every game I've played in the last month has been from Japan, so I know what a bad-looking video game looks like.
Yeah. The game is great. The writing in the game is great. I think you would really enjoy it if you played it.
I probably would, but I don't have time. Like, that's the problem. It's
very long. I've put maybe 10 hours, and I'm only just now heading to Paris, which is about halfway in the game.
Yeah. How long is that game, would you say?
I don't know. I've only beaten it once, and that was when I was maybe like 10, and I remember being terrified because, I mean, the game is like all like espionage and Illuminati and cyborg warriors and not cyborg warriors, like augmented people and weird stuff that I don't want to spoil because I only just got up to the part of the game where you see a weird thing, and I was like, oh god, I forgot they were in the game. They terrified me as a child. There.
See, it was the Illuminati stuff that I never realised was part of it, because I don't think that really surfaces in Human Revolution, which is the only one I've ever played.
It does if you played the original Deus Ex, because I think at the end, after the credits, you hear Bob Page, I believe.
Sure.
And he is part of the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Maybe, and fucking Megan Reed is the one who, you go through the entire game, and then you save at the end, spoilers, and then she's the one who manufactures the Grey Death, which kills, like, millions of people in the original Deus Ex. Yeah. Because this is set before it, so she's really, like, super evil.
Right.
But, yeah, the game's great. I would argue to say that if you are a PC gamer, and you have not played Deus Ex, then you are missing out.
Well, I'm not a PC gamer. I'm a filthy casual playing on my phone all the time, so...
Yeah.
I've got nothing to worry about.
If you're not a casual gamer, you should play this game. I think if a casual gamer tried to play this, they would not get very far into it before being annoyed, or... Because it doesn't, like... It's not like modern games. It doesn't hold your hand through it. It's like, oh, there's a keypad to get through this door, and I've got to go find the code.
Yeah.
And it's not like Human Revolution where you get the code, you open the keypad, and it shows you the code. You have to trawl through like your notes to find the code for the door.
No, you see, I wouldn't. I would just hit Game Facts on my phone, and we'd go from there.
That's cheating.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. It's like, if the writing's good, then that's probably what I'm there for.
Mm. But that's all I've been playing, and I need to play some more today.
Do you play stealthy or do you play loud? I'm assuming you can play either.
It's kind of built towards being a stealth game, but it's more of an adventure game with stealth mechanics in there. It definitely does help to be stealthy. You do get more bonuses, but like I've just gone through and upgraded my ability to use pistols so it doesn't like shake around, so I barely get any recoil, and I put loads of modifications onto my gun to make it like amazing. So I just run around with a stealth pistol and kill everybody before they can sound the alarm or warn anybody else.
Yeah.
So like I'm not at all going through stealthy. I'm just killing my way through.
Are there cheats for that game?
Maybe, I don't know.
There must be codes somewhere.
I've tried using no-clip to go through doors that like are locked and you can never get through them, just to see what's behind them and stuff.
I would consider playing it through quite soon if I could cheat my way through. Like if I could just get the writing part and not the gameplay, because I'm sure it's great, but my appreciation for it probably won't be anything approaching what you played like in the day.
Yeah.
So maybe I'd get more out of it that way.
Maybe. I'm sure there's somebody online who's just compiled all of the important story elements into one video.
Yeah, maybe. But then I'd have to listen to somebody else's video, and that's no fun. Who watches videos these days?
You would enjoy it. If you went and played that, I would go and play The Fall, the one that you bought for me. And that's a bad game.
I don't want you to play that, though. I don't want you to suffer. You know? Maybe phone games are great. I don't know if you've heard. They're the hot shit. But yeah, I don't know when I'll get to it, to be honest. You should go and play the entire Dragon Age series, though.
I should, yeah.
That will only take you like 200 hours. Don't worry about it.
Maybe after I finish Deus Ex. I would like to play the second one, but my small experience with it to write that dusting off was terrible.
Maybe we should do a video feature. We should do a video feature of Deus Ex 2.
Oh god.
I have a plan. I have a plan to revisit a lot of really old games, hopefully soon, so maybe you'll see that on there.
I was tempted to try and record like maybe the first hour of the original Deus Ex and just talk about it, but I don't know.
Yeah. You should maybe I would definitely watch that, whether or not I'd play it myself.
Yeah.
Have you been playing anything else?
That's me. That's all I've been playing. Deus Ex, Smite, and Battlefield 4. Great combination.
God, that sounds like hell. For multiple reasons. This really old game, this really horrible playing game, and then a MOBA. It's like, ugh.
Yep.
Ugh. I guess this goes into news then, because you mentioned Deus Ex.
Yep,
so
sure.
It goes in well there. Squeenix announced, what's it called? Mankind Uprising?
Deus Ex, Mankind Divided.
Alright. Good. I was making that up. I mean, I needed some dystopian sounding name, and that was pretty close.
That fucking game looks so good. Like, I know it's just a trailer.
Yeah.
But, Jesus, like, I'm happy that this game is coming out because then we get another year of amazing trailers like the build-up to Human Revolution.
Yeah. This is IDOS, isn't it?
Is it?
The developer. I think so. I
don't know.
I was trying to think of what they last made. I think they were involved in that horrendous Ghost detective video game or something. Maybe that last one. I can't remember.
Maybe. I know the one you're talking about, yeah.
I just remember Human Revolution being like really interesting, but playing like shit. So I don't know, because like I don't know, from those screenshots it looked quite action packed.
Yeah. Did you see that in the leaked screenshots on that Russian site, there was an image of a female guard, and like the internet blew their load over it and started freaking out that you would be able to like kill women in the video game.
You can do that in mini games.
Yeah,
but was that the guard with the cool feet, the mechanical feet?
Yes, the robot feet. Yep.
God, there's actually a subreddit, like a not safe for work subreddit about people with like mechanical augmentations and stuff. It's an interesting find. You should navigate there. We'll link it in the comments.
Will we?
Yeah, you will. This is your podcast.
Well, you're gonna have to send it to me then, and I will judge whether or not it should be in the comments.
Oh, it'll be hot.
I like the. Speaking of like augmentations, I like the Deus Ex Twitter account because they occasionally tweet out like breaking news about body augmentations, and it'll just be like videos of like, people with like augmented arms and legs and stuff, just doing like daily activities. It's really cool to see.
That's maybe more interesting than the games, in my opinion, but I guess I'm biased.
Right, let's move on to news. We're already on news, aren't we?
Speaking of game announcements, Black Ops 2, 3. Fuck.
Yeah, Blops 3. Fuck, I'm excited for that.
I thought you'd be upset about that.
No, I like the Black Ops series. The one thing I'm wondering is how they're going to do the cover, because if you remember, Black Ops 1, he held one pistol. Black Ops 2, he held two pistols. What are they going to do for Black Ops 3? He can't hold a pistol with his dick and have 3 on the screen.
It's alright, because they realise that you can't have a Call of Duty game without an exosuit now, so it'll be so far in the future that they'll have an exosuit and the third arm can just be like an extra limb or something.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm excited, is because hopefully the movement will be as good as Advanced Warfare.
I'm excited because it's Treyarch making a Call of Duty.
I don't like Treyarch games traditionally, but I thought Black Ops 2 was amazing. Maybe just because of the way they did the branching campaigns, so I'm excited to see what they do that sense.
Yeah. You know they won't do it again, it's like a one-time thing.
But
Treyarch do all the best stuff. Yeah, people do... Treyarch do the good stuff in Call of Duty that people praise, and then they're like, oh no, we're not going to do that because people like it.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's like, who made Call of Duty now? Like, who's the publisher?
Activision is a publisher.
Activision is the Vince McMahon of the games industry, where he's like, you don't like what you think you like what I tell you to like. I'm going to remove this cool, story element where you choose where you go and what happens. I'm going to remove this cool system where you just buy the weapons and attachments you want and not have the bullshit unlock stuff.
Well, I mean, the different developers are very different still. And I guess Infinity Ward used to be the number one, but I can see, Sledgehammer went in a different direction with their game. They went for the movement, but they retained the perk system from Black Ops 2, didn't they? For the multiplayer weapons and stuff, so I could see them doing the same thing again. Just the Treyarch year was the more RPG-ish year.
I want a Call of Duty game where you have the COD cache and you just buy the weapons and attachments and perks you want, because that system was great. Because, you start playing the game and you just buy whatever, and then by the time you prestige once, you know what you like in the game, and so you just buy that.
Could I interest you in microtransactions?
Get out right now.
What if we bought the guns and the skins and the perks
in
addition to a subscription fee for Call of Duty Elite 2.0?
Oh, I forgot about Call of Duty Elite. Man, that died really fast.
Yeah, the world forgot about Call of Duty Elite. You're not alone in that.
I guess they were trying to copy DICE's battle log, but I think they forgot that people who play Battlefield tend to be PC gamers who would use that sort of stuff, and then of course it also released on consoles, and a few people use it on consoles.
Yeah, like two people use it on consoles, you being one.
I used it, yeah. The type of players that play Battlefield games will use these features, meanwhile Call of Duty players are more just casual, and they won't go to some website to look at their stats.
No.
They would sign up for it to get the cool yellow-coloured clan tag, and that's it.
Yeah, I've got to the point now where I won't even sign up for the Warner Brothers ideas, and even if it's you can't get the sweet skin if you just sign up, and I already have an ID with you, I just can't be asked putting in the email address.
Yeah, it's
so
really dumb.
I guess this entire podcast is about me labeling myself filthy casual and only reading women's lifestyle magazines. Weird.
How to please men, yeah.
It's really interesting. They talk about Anyway, other game announcements from Activision. What's it called? Garage Band Live? Guitar Hero?
Maybe.
Guitar Hero Live.
Yeah.
Yeah. And FMV music game from Activision. FMV. Full motion video.
Full Metal Velcavist.
Have you seen the trailer?
No, because I don't give a shit about those games.
Well,
I hope they die.
Yeah, I don't like them either. But basically, it's you got the guitar track up the middle, and they're doing some cool things with how they're delivering content. I won't go into because I don't know the exact details, but it's different channels and stuff, and you can play. But basically, you've got in the background, rather than having a band on stage, you're playing from the lead guitarist's perspective or lead singer or something, looking across this crowd, and if you're doing badly, they'll play a full video from like your perspective of the crowd booing you, and if you're playing good, it'll be like a positive one, and it's all live action. They've had to shoot like days worth of video. It seems really ambitious in a way that they
horrible. Like
yeah.
I already have like no confidence. I don't want to be playing a video game and have look at all these people booing me. Jesus.
Well, it's maybe better than I don't know if they'll handle it the same way that the Rock Band games used to, but they would be like if you were doing badly, the music would sound shit. You'd hear the sound if you're not hitting the notes, making horrible twang noises. So I wonder if it'll be like that. I wonder if it'll just be the music's playing in the background and the crowd's booing you, because that would probably be better, because then you can at least appreciate the music. But yeah, it seems really weird. And of course, Rock Band was already being announced a few weeks ago. That was coming back on the new consoles. So exciting, I guess, if you're into those games.
Oh, I've got some news if you want.
Go on.
Apparently, there's going to be new Mario Kart 8 DLC involving Cheese Lands and I think a new F-Zero course and like Neo Bowser City.
Oh God.
I only heard about this yesterday, and there's another track. I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of that, but whatever. Neither of us play Mario Kart, do we?
No.
No. I was considering picking it up a few times, but much like is Mario Party 10 out now? Is that still coming out?
It's out.
We should check that out. I didn't know if it came out or not, because like weirdly Nintendo don't market to the places I go on the internet particularly well, which maybe isn't surprising.
I don't want to know the places you go to on the internet.
I don't go to my MSN homepage and see 7 Nintendo ads, so they're doing something wrong.
For sure, MSN.
I had other news. What was my other news? I'm sure there was another game announcement, and I cannot remember what it was. Oh, the Destiny DLC is being dated at May 19th, I want to say.
Oh, I heard this. It doesn't have a raid in it, does it?
No, which is fine by me, but it does in fact have a Prison of the Elders, which is like I can't remember the exact words they use, like a cooperative combat arena or something. Basically means wave-based combat, which is the most uninspired thing I can think of for that game. And it's Prison of the Elders, which I'm not entirely certain upon my lore, but I'm pretty sure that means we're going to be fighting Fallen, because one of the strikes is like this dude from the Prison of the Elders, and he was a Fallen general. So it's a Fallen DLC, and they are the worst enemy to fight because they're like the most generic, shitty.
All I know is this will be another week's worth of content we will get out of this.
I'm super excited for it. I really am, for that reason. Also because I've been wanting to play Destiny again for months.
Oh God.
I hate that game, but I need to play it. I don't know what it is.
Stop playing games you don't like.
I should probably turn my phone off then, shouldn't I, really?
Yep.
Because there's no games worth a damn on there. Yeah, do you have any other news?
No, that's all my news as far as I can tell.
Battlefield is on top of the UK charts once again. Because of course it is.
I hope you mean Battlefield 4, not fucking Battlefield shit hotline.
No, Hardline, come on.
Like, seriously, Battlefield Hardline is so bad. The fact that I've gone back to Battlefield 4 and there are more people playing Battlefield 4 than there are playing Hardline.
That's not surprising, though, is it? It's free on EA Access. It's been reduced on PlayStation 4. It's like been out for multiple years, and it's like their game. This is like a spin-off. It's an offshoot. This is like, Spartan Assault to Halo 4. You know?
Yeah, and Spartan Assault was shit compared to Halo 4, just like Hardline is shit compared to Battlefield 4.
I understand that you don't like it, but the quality is there. It's like, it's not the style of game that you wanted, but it's quite good. It's quite good. Have you finished the campaign yet?
No, I haven't gone back. I've taken it out and now it's in a drawer.
You need to finish the campaign.
4 is now in my console.
You need to finish that campaign. It is insane. It's insane because it makes no real sense.
Oh, I think you're missing the biggest piece of news, actually. We'll go back to news real quick.
Go on.
What just came out that people have been waiting 2 years for?
I had no idea. You've lost me.
GTA 5 is now out on PC.
Who gives a fuck? It's been out on consoles for 2 years.
Yeah, and I like that, it finally came out on PC, and all the PC elitists were like, thanks for beta testing it for us console, like, what's the thing? Console peasants. Yeah. And then they go to play the game on launch, and it takes like an hour to unencrypt all the files, and then it breaks, and then the servers don't work.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, good job.
I was reading this on my Twitter feed, and it was hilarious. I was meant to be watching a live stream that was meant to be doing that, but it wouldn't unpack, so they went from, oh yeah, it'll be done in half an hour to, it'll be done in 4 hours' time, so they had to stop the live stream. It was amazing.
Yeah, I just loved looking at my Twitter feed of all the PC elitists freaking out about GTA 5 finally coming out and shitting on the console peasants. And then, like, an hour later, they're just like, damn it, Rockstar, why won't your servers work?
Yeah, it's I'm sure it plays great on a high-end PC, but...
No, I've heard it runs super smoothly, and it's actually a decent... Like, it doesn't just feel like they've ported it over, it feels like they've actually built it from the ground up, which is good.
I guess, but, like, ports are really good now, you know? Like, there's no difference between my... Like, I could literally put my Xbox One controller into my PC and have the same experience. But with probably worse frame rate on the PC. Oh, maybe not. My PC's pretty good, but... Like, so often the game's just...
The PC version does look like it runs pretty well, but it looks like the same as the next-gen version. There's the same amount of people in the crowd, or same amount of cars. The only difference is the graphics look better, and there's like more bushes and grass everywhere.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some interesting mods, but...
Yeah, I can't wait for the naked mod where everybody walks around naked.
Yeah, I don't want to buy it a fourth time, though. I already own 3 copies of it, so whatever. I'll live. One other thing, though, in terms of news, Mortal Kombat X came out, as we mentioned earlier, and that thing is riddled with weird payment options, and people are losing their shit over it.
Really? What do you mean, weird payment options?
Things like you can purchase easy fatalities. So, you know, when you finished like round 2 of a fight.
Oh, God. Yeah.
And you can bust out a fatality. It's like 4 button presses or whatever from a certain range. It's not hard. But I think you have to unlock some using the crypt, which is like their unlockable progression thing. But you can purchase easy fatalities for like, I'm going to guess, like $5.99 or something. I haven't checked, but I don't think that's costly. And there's a season pass, which of course is a season pass. It is with every game. That's not new to Mortal Kombat.
Predator.
Yeah, but I don't think people are pissed over that. It's more like the easy fatalities. And what was the other thing? There's another. You can basically like purchase crypt progression and stuff, so you can get all the unlockables for it. It's weird, but at the same time, like, why do people feel the need to complain about this? Like, if these are the people who would unlock it anyway, then just don't buy it, you know?
Yeah. Funny enough, when they announced that the Predator would be in Mortal Kombat, for some reason I just started getting weird visions and got really excited at the idea of, like, Terminator versus Predator.
Triple H versus Predator, perhaps?
Yeah, I was thinking of Triple H and then Predators, and I was like, fuck, that'd be like a really good movie, Predators versus Terminators.
No, it wouldn't. You're giving Sci-Fi Channel, like, ideas now. What if we took this giant shark and threw it into a tornado? That's basically the design documents at Sci-Fi.
And make 2 films about it, yeah.
Oh, shit, speaking of Sci-Fi originals, you know Defiance, that horrendous PC game that launched alongside the TV series? About aliens in, like, San Francisco or something. It's got a 3rd season, they announced today. Like, I don't know if they're adding more content to the game, but I totally received a press release about it. So, there's exciting sci-fi in the news.
Great.
But yeah, that was... I just wanted to complain about people complaining about Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Because it annoys me, like, just don't buy it.
You got any more stuff you want to complain about?
Bloodborne is a bad video game and people lie to you. Anything else?
Battlefield Hardline is a bad video game and people lie to you.
Your opinion is wrong. You are incorrect in your opinion.
People that you talk to almost every day, people that you do podcasts with, tell you this game is good and it's really bad.
Didn't you buy it before I told you it was good? No, we played the beta together. You already knew my feelings on the multiplayer. And the single player is dumb in a way I appreciate. You can't begrudge me that. If you saw that campaign through, you'd know why I'd liked it. It's fucking bad, but it's great.
Dumb.
But yeah,
right, let's wrap this up. Come on.
We should play some Bejeweled on our mobiles. Let's talk about the whales in this industry some more.
No.
Also, always wash your pubic hair. I'm out.
Auf Wiedersehen.